Welcome back to the 57th International Biel Chess Festival, and I'm having final round game finished among the Liem, who is actually the champion, the third in a row year of the Biel Chess Festival Masters section of the Grandmaster Triathlon, and Haik Martirosyan, the most solid player of the field with 8 out of 8 draws in the classical portion, and most likely the second place. You played a draw. Good result, good finish of the tournament. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So how do you feel about the game? I mean, it went straight forward to the equal line of the Carlsbad. Were you ready for this? Were you going for this approach of playing a draw in the last round, or you still wanted to do a fight? Haik.
No, for example, yesterday with black pieces, I wanted to play very solid, and I was 3 points down Liem, but and I was thinking I will do my best in last round, and if I win him, okay, I will finish first. But he played very good game yesterday, and unfortunately for today, I didn't have chance to win the tournament. That's why I thought, okay, I have still a lot of tournaments. It's better to keep my energy.
Yeah,
and
so
it was okay for me because I think I played well here. I enjoyed really this tournament because before I never had the opportunity to play this triathlon system. I like everything.
And Liem, for you, was it the moment where you wanted to go ambitious in the final game, or you decided to finish the tournament with some saving of energy?
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a game, but also I didn't want to take too much risk because it wouldn't be nice to finish the tournament with a loss. And I think in the last 2 years, I always had 1 or 2 losses in the tournament, in the classical part of the tournament. So this time I thought, okay, if I could finish the tournament without losing, it would be nice. And what I got in the game was not much for both sides. So there's no room for error for both sides. So there's nothing we can do about that.
All right, I mean, positive results for both. We might go to the game and check maybe some highlights, maybe some still moments where you guys could have gone for something more. So we had this Carlsbad structure. You already had it against each other in the Rapid and Blitz.
Yes,
right?
we played this 2 times already in this tournament. And both times I play with h6 and castle shot.
And you surprised with knight h5.
Yeah, it surprised me, but I knew it because I had some games on database even. And yeah, I knew it after bishop e7, queen e7, long castle. Also some moves after that.
Yeah, I knew this
so it was
is a lie.
preparation for you all the way.
Yeah, although I think I was the first one to be out of book because he was still playing very quickly here.
No, here he played the best moves. I mean, this g6, knight g7 is the famous idea, and also here is the better one.
Yes, h4.
h4.
So was h4 still in your preparation, in your files?
Yeah, I knew it that h4 is interesting because sometimes after bishop f5 you can take bishop f5, knight f5 and h5, and then g4, knight e5, some ideas like this. And bishop f5, knight a5. And here I remember long castle maybe is the first line, but it doesn't matter. Even f6 is okay, but it took bishop d3, which is also...
Have you considered long castle?
Yeah, I wanted to play f6 actually, but then I saw bishop f5, knight f5, knight d3, and I thought maybe my knight should be on e6 instead of on d6. So I thought, okay, let's take on d3 to keep my knight on g7.
And there is also line after f6, bishop f5, f takes e5. But here instead of g takes, f takes e5, and bishop g4. And here I think black has to play good moves, otherwise the white is had good advantage. But
yeah, this was a bit unclear. I didn't want to enter this type of position. Yeah.
But after long castle, my idea was to play a4 and king b8. I remember king b8, a5, knight d7. No, knight c8, a6 is good for white. And here knight d7, bishop d7, a6. No, for white.
Sorry, yes. Right.
And something like this. I knew it some ideas like this. And maybe e4 somewhere, I don't know. Maybe some small advantage for white.
So you didn't want to go for this long castle
yet? Yeah, I thought what I play is more solid. And I think I looked at something similar, at least the idea to castle and allow knight a4, knight b6. I knew that that was a lie.
What
And
about this?
sorry, also
Yes.
instead of knight a4, I was thinking, okay, if I play here a4, but I didn't like this knight c4
Knight
move.
c4, yeah.
Because knight c4, instead
After
of, no, instead of
knight
king
c4
b3.
immediately. Yeah.
Knight c4, and I
It's
don't have
very-
b3 because knight a3.
Yeah.
And if king a2, b3, then queen a3, knight a5.
Yes, yes.
So
it's very
I
hard
don't
to kick
understand how to
this
play
knight
after
away.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
And knight, you want to play just knight e6.
Right.
For example, king a2, knight e6, b3, and queen a3,
Oh,
king b1, and knight a5.
Yeah.
And how to play.
how to defend what's happening?
You have to spend some time like queen c1 before,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look too much for white.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
here
what
I have to
what
go-
you play, I think, is correct. Knight a4, and then knight e6, and here I thought knight b6 is
Yes, actually.
maybe
have
something
to-
for white. AB rook c1, let's say. And now the question is where to put the king and the queen, right? Like if I go queen c7, there's some queen b3, queen b4, rook c3 ideas. And if I put queen d6, which I think is the best square for the queen, queen b3, king c7.
Yeah, I was thinking this.
Yeah,
And
rook
rook
c2,
a8.
rook c3, and rook a8. Yeah.
Rook a8 and...
Knight, if knight e5, I always have rook hf8, and then.
But maybe I'm threatening some
But
knight
here,
b4
knight
here.
b4, king d7.
It's
Well,
left
black
to
to
move
move,
right
yeah.
now. Rook.
I could say f6. Let's go f6. Yeah. Knight b4, king d7.
Maybe some tricks here, or not.
Probably black is
The
fine.
pawn looks a little bit weak, yeah? But it's not really possible to
Yeah.
get to
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, it's very hard to break.
Okay, well, Asian bar likes it for
Yeah, maybe
white.
I can play a3, queen d3, e4 to try to play e4, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or queen d3, h5 somewhere, if you move your rook.
Oh, going for h5.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but also
so no-
I can
not
play
this.
b5. Yeah. Once my rook gets to a8, then I can play b5.
yeah, queen d3.
Queen d3, maybe f5. No.
Here actually I like my position.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think you can play better after this.
Maybe knight,
Here, for example, rook c1.
maybe king b, no, but king b8.
King b8, queen b3.
No, maybe
is
queen,
the
king
problem.
c7, queen b3, queen d6, rook
C2.
c3, yeah, we play.
Yes, and rook a8. This was.
Yes.
Rook a8, rook c1,
f6.
we played f6, knight b4.
Yeah, looks pretty ambitious for white.
Yeah, if rook a5 here.
Yeah.
I
so
saw something like
A3.
this, I didn't understand how much good for white to play this.
Yeah. Well, it looks still equal, I think. A3, and then
Yeah.
you go queen d1,
Yeah.
g3, some slow move. But I can also bring my king to f7, for example. King d7.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
You have all the time in the world, you can do
Yeah,
anything.
that's why I
Yes.
didn't play this.
So that's why
I
you
was
went
not
for
sure
this knight c5. And
Yeah. Yeah, after this, it wasn't much for
Yeah.
both.
Now in this moment I already decided to play for draw.
yes, in this moment you decided, all right, I'm going to trade all the queens, yes,
Yeah.
and there was also one moment, I believe it was, so here when Ike repeated, and then
Yeah.
you still played f6. we were like almost sure here, we were in the studio with
No,
the chat
but
with
there are some small ideas here. For example, let's say if my king is on d7 now, so let me just play like king d7, and let's say you play rook c2. Then I have a5.
Yeah, this is
and this may work because bi rook c a7, and now rook c3 doesn't come with check, and then I can take on a5. So there are like very little ideas like this.
I think
So
in this position I have to play maybe rook b3, b5, a4, b takes a4, rook b6, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Of,
Maybe
of course,
still-
you still have the
Yeah,
draw,
yeah.
of course. But I mean, things can get a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, if I play king d7, then he could go rook c c3, and then a5 doesn't work again because the rook is
because the rook
defended.
is defended now.
So that's why I decided to wait with that move f6.
And also after b takes a5, b5, king b3, king b4, I'm protecting my
Yeah.
pawn.
Ah.
So that's why I play f6, and now if he goes, let's say, rook c c3, then I can go g5. And he's not in time for rook h1 here. And if hg, fg, then I get the f file.
And also potentially
Yeah,
the
here
buzzer.
it's dangerous
Yeah.
for white. Of course.
And if he doesn't take g5, let's say rook c3, g5. If he goes back rook c1, then I go gh, and then rook g. No, no.
Oh, sorry.
gh4.
GH4
Ah,
first, and
GH4.
then
First, and then
rook
rook g7.
Rook G7
And
is
it may be something, I don't know, probably still a draw, but it's still a game.
Yeah, still a draw, but black is playing wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
But here, I mean,
So-
my rook on c1, there is no ideas for black.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so rook b3 is very good because now if g5, you just go rook h1, and black is in danger here. Because
Yes.
I probably have to play g4.
Yes, to close
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, of
he may
course.
even take first and go rook h1.
Of course,
Ah, yes,
every
actually.
move here is draw, but you have to play the best moves, otherwise it will be much tougher for you.
Yes, yes, yes.
So a5 and
Yeah. Yeah.
And here
it's
it was just
repetition.
repetition.
Yeah.
during your game, have you also checked out what is happening in the last game of the Masters? Maybe we can go immediately the game Abhimanyu Mishra against Pragnananda.
Yeah, that
Because there
game
was
is
some
much more
craziness.
interesting than our game.
Yeah, for sure.
So were you checking out during your game what is
Yeah,
happening
we
there?
were
Yeah, I was also
checking.
checking, and I liked black position because it was super active and
Yeah, so it started like some kind of King's Indian, and then...
yeah, this knight f7 is very interesting. I mean, it's
I have never
you
seen
seen,
that
no?
move.
Yeah,
no.
it's
I don't
crazy.
recall seeing it before. No. Very. But I'm wondering what's the idea after bishop e3. Let's say c5. I go queen d2. I'm still not sure what black wants here.
but even d5 after c5. Okay,
Well,
you're-
d5 he will play b5 again, right? And that
Yeah,
will be.
and then going
what's the
for-
point of your
But
knight
yeah,
on
the
b8?
bishop on e3 is better than
Yeah.
on g5 for sure. But yeah, I don't know what's the idea of knight fd7.
This-
Maybe e5, like bishop e3.
Yeah, maybe e5 f5. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
If you
Bishop
play
e3,
d5,
e5,
e5, yeah.
and then
and
f5
f5,
immediately.
yeah.
So, mhm.
But here white can castle long, so I don't know how good is this f5 idea for black.
Is g4 also possible here, or
No, not here.
not here? Okay.
You probably have to go queen d2 and
And
castle,
then-
yeah, queen d2, some a5,
and then
knight
a5,
a6.
knight a6. Yeah, that's probably the main idea. Yeah, yeah.
Because also
Black
Mishra
is
is
fine,
e4 player. He played d4. Maybe
Yes,
Prag wanted
this
to
was
surprise
completely-
him from the opening.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it was a surprise upon surprise
Yes.
because we were also expecting e4, but Abhimanyu went for d4. Completely shocking.
Yeah, this
No,
is
I
also-
think he actually plays both e4 and d4. In this game, he wanted to
Yes, he wanted-
safety first for sure,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't need to go on out for the win.
But if he wins, he will.
I mean, if he
second.
wins, he could get second place,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
it's not easy to beat
Yeah,
Prag.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And c5 happened, so d5, some already
Yeah.
ideas for going for Benko, and since this
Yeah.
knight is misplaced,
Yeah,
it's
also the
not-
problem is the bishop rook, the king is in the center, and black is very active now. And it's
Yeah.
very easy to play for black.
It takes some time for white to finish his development, so
Yeah, if
I
you
guess
finish
black
your
is-
development.
So apparently
and
queen
keep
d2
the
was some
pawn,
kind of
yeah,
inaccurate.
I
it will
guess
be very
knight g3 immediately should be played, right? Or a4.
Here, knight
Probably
g3.
knight g3 first, yeah. AB, bishop b5, and then knight come back to e2. And yeah.
And queen d2 has been played. It also looks like logical move.
Yeah. But
So
then
knight-
black gets very nice play with c4. Yeah, knight e5, c4 I think was good.
Yeah. And b6.
Yeah.
So knight b6, bishop e2, and now actually what's the moment where Prag sacrificed the pawn?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like it too much. I thought maybe a5 is also an idea. a5, bishop a6 is also an idea. But okay, yeah, let's check out the games.
Do you like the sacrifice? Like,
Yeah, actually I like it because it's very direct. Yeah, I mean this a5, bishop a6, and black is not
So
in
for
time
example-
to do castle. Because
Yes.
after a5, I think you can castle, and after bishop a6, you have bishop d4. If you go instead of knight d3, it is a5. I think that's why you played knight d3. For example, a5 castle, bishop a6, and bishop d4 here. And after
now-
f4,
Oh, yeah,
if I
yeah.
change the bishops,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
much easier to play for black. Maybe that's the point that he played immediately.
so there is no bishop d4.
Yeah.
And b3 was played, so not allowing any kind of forks.
Right. a5, yeah.
Cannot take actually the pawn, so it was kind of a pawn sacrifice, but it's not really so easy to recapture
Actually,
it.
why can't you take the pawn? Queen
here.
d3, bishop a6, queen d2.
And then knight e2 and castle?
And bishop d4 is what I want. Or king f2, rook h c1.
Maybe
C1.
knight d7 here?
Yeah, knight
And
d7.
knight d7, knight d5.
Yeah.
And if bishop d4, knight... No, knight d5,
Knight
castle,
e5
yeah?
still, yeah.
Oh, no,
No,
I
no,
don't...
no.
Okay, no, no. Yeah, knight e5, black is better, right?
Yeah.
So what do you play here? King
Knight,
F...
knight
so king
e2, maybe? Knight g2.
Knight e5.
Then I castle.
Yeah, here
Oh,
is good for
not-
white.
No, you should not allow me to castle. You have to play rook c8.
Yes, rook
Oh,
c8.
there is a
And
problem
then
because
rook
after the
c-
castle...
Yeah,
this-
then bishop e2 wins.
Or
exchange.
bishop c3.
Yes,
Oh, bishop
there are
c3,
two,
yeah.
two
Yeah.
pins.
Yeah. But white has rook c1, right? Instead of castle. Rook c1, knight e5.
But still, now you don't have castle. Again, this bishop c3, yeah?
Yes,
Ah,
there's
yes,
still
yes,
problem.
yes.
Maybe some rook c7, queen c8, I don't know.
Huge pressure for white.
Yeah, yeah. This can be very unpleasant for white.
So
Yeah.
he didn't take the pawn, he castled.
Right.
So here the problem is this g3 knight is misplaced, because maybe knight h5, knight f2 somewhere, but you are not in time maybe. So if rook c1,
A4 has been played immediately. Opening it up.
Wait. So after a4, I think white has to go after the d3 pawn. Yeah. Knight h1, knight f2.
I think
knight
he
h1 was
played, he
played.
played a4 because
Yes.
of white can play a4 and knight b5.
Yes. Yes.
So to stop this idea.
yes.
And now knight h1 is on the board, so this is a position. So you are, how optimistic are you for black here?
No, black for sure is completely fine. I don't know it's better or not, but now I'm thinking to take ab3, and knight d7.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm thinking that's it. Yeah. Knight
if
e7,
knight-
queen a5, rook b8.
Yeah, if knight f2, queen b8 or knight c5, I don't know.
Yeah, so there is not any more idea of putting the knight on b6,
Yeah.
so
Right.
it's also not so easy to recapture back on pawn on d3. All right, and we have also one more game in the challengers ongoing. Salem has surprised today playing actually first move e4. So we have some surprises today.
Well, but Salem wants to win, I think.
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
He-
yes. So that's what also we discussed yesterday shortly with Alexander. He said that okay, of course, like Salem is very ambitious now. He dominated in the blitz, then also in classical he had very nice victories. So we have this Sicilian here. Did you also check this game during your game, or you're just checking the masters?
This game I missed. I
You
didn't
missed.
check it, but
This
for
game I
sure
saw a
it will
little
be
bit,
interesting.
Little bit,
very
yes.
interesting opening choice. by
Yeah, this
both.
h4.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually
No,
I
it
saw
has
one
been
moment
played
when he played
before.
queen e3.
Yes.
I
Queen
only
e3
saw
was
that
new
moment.
to me. At least I didn't know this queen b6, queen e3.
And if
Yes.
knight g4, queen g3 maybe.
Yes.
Wow.
But I was thinking, is queen b2 possible, or is it losing?
Maybe it's a little bit
Queen
dangerous.
a3, yeah.
But, I don't know.
Maybe queen g3
Probably
again.
queen g3, yes.
Somehow
Yeah,
evaluation
white-
bar is not impressed. But
Oh, but queen c5, right? Queen c5.
queen
Yeah, even if you
c5.
take on g7, it's I don't know how much with the rook g8.
No,
knight
not
g4.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, not here. of course.
Knight b3 first, maybe.
Knight
Yes.
b3.
Queen e5. Queen g7. No, rook h7. Rook h7.
Rook h7, you
Yeah.
protect the pawn.
Oh, this
Here, black
good
is
for
fine.
black.
Black is
But then, what is actually would happen after queen
Yeah.
b2?
I have no idea what's his intention.
Okay, but
here.
maybe I can also play knight b3 here.
Knight b3, queen a3.
Queen a3 and queen, bishop c1 and a3, queen as a trap.
Oh,
Oh, wow, you win the queen. Wow, okay.
Oh, maybe knight
Incredible.
b3 is the idea, eh? And
Yes, yes. Then that
Wow.
is the idea.
and
yes.
bishop c1,
Bishop c1 is unstoppable, yeah.
but bishop c1, queen c2, and then knight d4. Yeah.
Okay, but
wait,
black to
here,
move, yeah?
Ah,
Black
you
to
can play knight
96.
c6.
knight
96.
Knight c6, okay, here maybe rook b1, yeah?
Maybe a4 here. No?
I for
A3, A3. I don't know. A3, rook A2.
But c2 is hanging.
Oh, C2 is hanging.
No, I
yeah.
think rook b1 is the same. Queen a3, bishop c1 and a3.
Ah, yes.
and then just trapping. And if
And if queen c2,
queen
bishop
c2,
d3.
bishop d3.
But
Yes,
knight
yes.
b4, no.
Oh wait.
Wait. You have to be careful here.
No, knight A1. Knight A1 wins.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. Knight a1.
What a
is
beautiful trap.
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah, very beautiful. So yeah,
Okay,
this
that maybe
didn't-
was his prep, yeah.
Yeah, this was a prep probably. That's why also Donchenko didn't go for it, going to the Kogonji's preparation. So yeah, some moves have been, the trades have been made, and at this moment Donchenko, I mean, had d5, so he had to go for it, and some kind of French defense structure we have here on the board, and they are playing. No,
Yeah,
this
this should
position.
be right equal. Maybe very
Yes.
slightly better for white.
The problem is black is very solid here, yes? How do you break through? Yeah, this is the current position right now.
Yeah, maybe very small advantage for white, but it was enough.
Yeah.
What could be a plan for white?
For white, probably king b1, try to trade the dark square bishops, and then, I don't know, get the knight to c5 or something. But black can play like bishop d8, bishop b6 now, and maybe a5 at some point.
So it's very tough here to
Yeah.
break through. Okay, so you expect around like
Yeah,
equal,
draw,
so
it will be
draw.
logical.
Yeah,
Draw.
I think so, yeah.
Because pawn h5 are fixing everything, and your pawn is
Yes.
h4, you don't have this h3, g4 ideas.
No breaks on the king
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for looking into the games also of the others. There are also some questions from the chat which we are having. So, question by Max Mlinek. The question is following. Your boss going to participate in the Olympiads on the board 1, each of you. Are you excited? Can't you wait to play it, Liem?
Yes, I'm very excited to play for my country, Vietnam, again. I have always played Olympiad, except 2022. I played, my first time was 2006, so I played quite a few already, and the best result we ever got was 7th place. We got that twice. For the Vietnam team, it's quite an achievement, so we hope that we will do well again this time.
And you, Haik?
Yeah, I'm also very happy to represent my country in the Olympiad. I remember when I was child, I was always following Armenian team, and actually they won 3 times Olympiad.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was dreaming to one day to play for Armenian national team.
And now you're board 1?
Yeah, and after 11 months,
Yes.
yeah, I'm board 1, and I will do my best to help my team.
And the other question is by Fisher Random Chess. It's a question about the chess 960. Where do you think you have better chance to, while playing against Magnus, in the standard chess or chess 960? Yeah.
I have no idea. I think maybe 960, but I would have to train more seriously for that. I mean, for this tournament, I didn't really do much training on the 960, but I know a lot of people are now preparing for the 960 because there are more tournaments nowadays. Yeah.
And for you, Haik, I mean, it was actually your first OTB
Yeah.
chess 96 tournament here in Biel.
Yeah, it's tough against Magnus. It sometimes doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what.
But in Fischer, I will prefer to play white against him. Maybe I will got some chances.
Liam, which plans do you have after Biel? So you're returning back to the States, and we're going to do some preparation for the Olympiad. Do you have any tournaments before that?
No, I won't have any tournaments before that. I will be just back to my full-time job at Webster University, coaching my students.
So this is your preparation for the tournaments, coaching others.
Yes.
And also coaching yourself.
Yes, because when I work with them, I also learn something for myself as well. For example, some of the openings I play here, because of working with my students, I got some ideas there. So it's very beneficial for me as well. And I think I might play some training matches before the Olympiad just to warm up. Yeah.
And do you have someone who is helping you preparing, for example, during this tournament or generally, if it's not a secret?
No, it's not a secret because I don't have anyone, so
So
I just
you're on your
prepare
own.
by myself. Yeah.
Wow, so you're coaching yourself, and now you're becoming third time in a row in the Biel Chess Festival champion of the Grandmaster
Yeah,
Triathlon.
I have to say I had some luck this time,
Mhm.
especially the game against Mishra 2 days ago. I was
Mhm.
losing, and he played very well in that game and also in the tournament
Mhm.
overall. So I survived that game, and after that it was just managing my not losing any games
Yes,
and so on. But
just keeping energy. Yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Ike, and for you, so after Biel, you just said that you wanted to spare energy. So when is your next tournament?
No, before Olympiad, I have to play this World Rapid and Bliss Team Championship. So it
Of
is
course.
5 or 6 days,
Mhm.
and our team is one of the favorites.
Mhm.
And
For
yeah,
which team are you playing?
the FIDE Emil Sutovsky's team.
Okay.
And our lineup is very strong, and yeah,
Mhm.
before Olympiad, I have to play there.
Mhm. And nothing else to then you're going just to prepare for the
Yeah, and
Olympiad
then
fully
we will
with your
have a
team.
training camp with
You
my
have
team.
training camp.
Yeah, before Olympiad
Mhm.
we will have it, and we will be preparing for Olympiad.
And do you have someone who is helping you in this tournament, if you can share, or
No, I don't have seconds. I'm preparing my own.
also on
Yeah.
your own? So we have the strongest players here at the Grandmaster Triathlon, who most likely second place, and of course the champion of the Grandmaster Triathlon, who are preparing on their own. This is very impressive.
Yeah, I want to congrats Liem because to won 3 times in a row. It's very very huge results, and here he played also very well, and this year.
Yes, huge
Yeah, thank
result.
you. I also want to congrats Haik. He has a very solid performance, and all our games were so interesting.
Yeah.
Probably except this last one, but all the other ones were so fighting, full of tactical resources everywhere, and I always enjoy playing against him.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so wholesome finish of our interview. Thanks, both of you,
Thank
for
you.
creating such an exciting show at the Biel Chess Festival. It was a pleasure to have and to follow your games, the tournament at all times control. We had Rapid, we had Chess 960 at the beginning, Classical, and Blitz, of course. Thank you, and we wish you best of luck in the Olympiad and all the next tournaments. And I guess we will see you next year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.